Hello everybody, my name is Hope and welcome back to my channel. I like musicals, they're a part of my life, and today we're going to be reading some Am I the A-hole posts. So if you don't know what these posts are, where have you been on the internet? But because I'm just so nice, I'm going to explain it to you. So on Reddit, there is a subsection of posts where people explain their situations and the internet decide whether they are an a-hole or not. And I just seem to have found some geared towards the theatre, to musical theatre. I thought it would be interesting to read them to you. Before we get into this video, remember that you can like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff down below. You can also follow me on all my social medias, which is XWilsonX on Instagram, HopeWilson45 on TikTok, and on Twitter. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first post reads, Am I the a-hole for thinking I'm better for the lead role in the musical than my friend? We're starting off strong. For some background, I am a 16-year-old junior guy who has been in theatre since I was in 6th grade. I think that's like year 7? It's either year 7 or year 5, so between the ages of like 9 and 11. I have won many awards at various festivals and have starred in many leading roles in my years. Out of everyone in the troupe, I have been here the longest. Not that that matters, but you know. It all started back in September when our competition production was announced. Of course, I was thrilled, and even more so when I read the script. The play is a romantic comedy musical with a male lead. I pick my roles very cautiously because I'm pretty well known in my theatre community and have a reputation to uphold. I'm sorry, this is interesting. Anyway, carrying on. If people start to think my characters are unoriginal and have the same personality in every production, they will look down upon me and start to talk. Dude, you're in high school, it's not that deep. Anyway, however, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm very good at comedy, and this male lead had the same sense of humour as me. I decided to make it well known I was going to try out for this role. It's giving Sharpay Evans, you know? Apparently I made some rude comments to my peers implying that I was better than them. Honestly, unsurprising. I don't think I'm better than anyone, but I do know that I'm excellent at acting. Anyway, I don't believe I made any rude comments then, and I think they were just salty because they knew I would get the role. Dude, this is not going well for you. Well, the cast list was posted a couple of days ago, and I got the lead. Some of the other guys are mad and haven't responded to any of my texts complimenting them on their role, which personally, I believe is a bit rude, okay? However, again, I think they are just mad because my romantic interest is the hottest girl in the troupe, and they all have crushes on him. Dude, I really don't think that's why people don't like you. Now the other guys who will talk to me say that all the comments I've made about having no competition and having this role in the bag really hurt the other guys' feelings. I feel that I was just confident in my performance and that they should be happy for me getting the role. My friends from other schools say that the guys are being a joke and agree that they should be happy for me. Since there are so many conflicting opinions, I would really like clarification. So, am I the a-hole? Interesting. So, I feel like this is a situation that many people have probably either seen or been a part of at some point in their lives. I think what we have here is a struggling difference between confidence and arrogance. Even the way it's written, it's like, I believe I'm the best. I don't, and I'm saying that I don't, but I actually do. Like, you're trying to convince us that you don't think something, which you definitely think. Like, saying that you're being picky about which roles you get because you have a reputation. You are a child. You're a junior in high school, which I'm pretty sure is like year 8 and 9 in the UK. So you're like 13, 14 years old. The world is not that deep. And honestly, it's giving Sharpay Evans. It's giving, I've got the lead every year since kindergarten, so I will get the lead again, which he did. But at what cost? It's coming across as narcissistic and it's coming across as rude. So I'm going to go with yes. You are the a-hole. Okay, the next one. Am I the a-hole for saying my role in the school musical is too small? I, 17 female, am a senior in high school. I'm very well rounded in my academics and extracurriculars. Top 5% of my graduating class. Numerous honours and awards. Part-time job after school, etc. I work extremely hard on everything I do because I don't expect things to just be handed to me. On the one hand, I want to say the ego is slightly shining through. On the other hand, it feels a bit like me, so I can't really complain too much. Anyway, a true passion of mine in high school has been performing. I have been doing musical theatre for 7 years and choir for 12. I was at all-state choir as a junior, so I know I'm not untalented. Again, I put a lot of work into what I do. Okay. I mean, I'm not an expert in the way that American choir works, but most people are kind of forced to do choir in the UK, so, you know, don't quite know if that makes you talented, but I'm still with you. Let's move on. I've been looking forward to my senior musical since I started high school. I knew I'd have to work my way up to a leading role. As a freshman, I was put in the ensemble, and as a sophomore, I was mostly ensemble with a featured role. We didn't do a musical last year, but we did do a one-act play over the summer. I performed in the one act despite despite sometimes working 10 hours a day in the summer, because I wanted more experience and practice with theatre. Then, senior play rolls around. I was given a leading role, and I was over the moon. I was always on time, I knew my lines, and I was very friendly with everyone in the cast and crew. All signs pointed towards me having a real shot at a big role in my senior musical, The Wizard of Oz. I've done The Wizard of Oz. Good show. I got a call back for Dorothy. It was between me, a freshman, and a junior. I thought to myself that if I wasn't Dorothy, that callback meant I at least had a shot at a supporting role, like Glinda, and my seniority would hopefully help. Dorothy went to the junior. I was cast as tree number 2. That's a great role. Am I the a-hole for telling people when I am asked that I'm unhappy with my role and I'm not excited for the musical? The girl who got Dorothy even quit the fall play because she wasn't happy with her role. I've proven my dedication time and time again. I have been respectful and polite and congratulated Dorothy, but I'm not afraid to be vocal about my own disappointment. Okay, I feel like your feelings are valid. I think whatever situation you're in, you're allowed to be mad that you didn't get the role that you wanted. Like, you're allowed to do that. And especially in high school, when it's not that deep, I feel like it's way more accepted. Being vocal about it probably isn't the best thing to do, mainly just because it affects people around you. Like, I remember when I was in high school and I was doing a show, and I had people tell me that other people deserved the role and that they should have got it, and they were told they were going to get it. And it just doesn't do anything for that person. It just makes them feel worse about it when, like, you should just be nice to them. And you did say you congratulated them, and that is nice. But being vocal about being like, I'm not happy I got this role, like, I should have got this role, does kind of give a-hole vibes. And I don't think anyone can deny that. But I will say, I feel like this is a very much like, I see both sides. I'm not going to say that you're an a-hole because I don't really think that's the case. I think some of the things you're saying are a bit much. I don't think you needed to mention all the stuff about the choir and all the musicals and the awards that you've won because nobody cares. But you are allowed to be upset that you didn't get the role you want. But also, you can just be nice to people. It doesn't cost that much. In fact, it costs absolutely nothing at all. So I'm going to say, I'm not sure. But I'm going to lean towards no. I want to read this one just because I want to see where it goes. Am I the a-hole for playing the Beetlejuice musical soundtrack? So, I'm a big fan of musicals and tend to go on kicks of listening to one then another, and lately I'm in love with the Beetlejuice musical. And yes, they made a musical out of Beetlejuice. They did, and it's great. And also, me too. Just like anyone who likes their music around the house, I'll play the soundtrack over my phone speaker when I'm doing a variety of things, singing along as long as I'm not overtly disruptive. Normal stuff. I agree, normal stuff. Thing is, the musical plot is slightly different from the movie, with one major difference between a character named Emily Deeds. The character is Lydia's mum, and right off the bat we find out she's dead, which is the source of pretty much all of Lydia's internal conflict in the story, which is how we end up with references to her dead mum in lyrics and a song straight up titled Dead Mum that goes into all of it. Yeah, what the hell does this have to do with anything? Well, my living situation is complicated, but a friend living with me in particular has unfortunately lost their parents. Okay, I didn't read ahead, and so the tone of that was really lost on me. I feel like I know where this is going. Okay, no one has said anything, and I try really hard not to play songs like Dead Mom when they are at home or somewhere I think they could hear me, and definitely don't belt along with any lyrics related to dead parents when anyone is home. Okay, as I said, no one has said anything, but I'm really conflicted and I don't feel like I can talk about it with them. On one hand, I don't want them to hear it and feel hurt. I don't want to cause them stress or pain of any kind. That's good. But on the other hand, I feel like it probably wouldn't want me to baby them as they are an adult, and tiptoeing around things might be more upsetting than me just going about my business. They've been through enough with people treating them like they're easily broken. This became really deep, really fast. I wasn't anticipating this. Okay. Plus, this has become one of my big stress relievers and really helps to relax or calm me down. Still, I've built this up to myself, and whenever they surprise me and I'm listening to the musical at all, I feel so nervous about them overhearing and being upset. Am I the a-hole? This got very deep, very fast, and I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like the easiest thing to do in this situation is talk to them, and if you're like me and have major social anxiety and don't want to bridge that thing with them, maybe just wear headphones. I feel like you didn't mention headphones at all, and that is a very easy way to fix this problem. I don't think that you're an a-hole in this situation. I don't really think it's not your fault that your favourite musical is about dead people, do you know what I mean? But I feel like this is a very simple fix of just talking to them and seeing what they think about it. Because I think reading it, you're very aware of the situation and you're taking their feelings into consideration, which is a non-a-hole move. But I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the point I was trying to make, so I'm just gonna go with no. Can you tell I'm preparing for exams? Because I'm absolutely exhausted. Anyway, not the a-hole. Moving on. Okay, I'm going to do one more. So, am I the a-hole for being annoyed at losing a solo in my musical theatre class? So I, 15 male, are doing this musical theatre thing. It's giving, I loved your play. Now this is a part of a larger play. I just know it too well. Anyway, this is a part of a larger play my dance studio is doing, which I'm thrilled to be in every year. For this one, I got a call back for the main character, and I was really pumped. In prior years, I was always the side character. Me too. Only a few lines normally, but still on the main cast list. So I was pumped out of my mind, and I didn't get it. I asked all my friends who saw it, and they said mine was clearly better. But I don't know. Maybe it's just cause they're my friends. Spelling cause like that, and then using the wrong there, slightly painful in my opinion, but what can you do? There's also some dodgy grammar in there. Birds must have found that really funny. That was weird. Anyway, now I accepted this. Hey, it's a loss, but I still got one of my normal side characters, which I'm okay with. Now, the big pull for me getting this role is that I got to do a solo in my musical theatre class. I was even more pumped now. So I went into class and I did that solo. I feel like I did it very well. Not the greatest, but I was catching a cold at the time, so it was expected. Then, I came to the class today and I was told my understudy would be singing with me. At this point, I'm a little annoyed, but I'm not very confrontational. Plus, the understudy for me is a friend, so I let it go. But then, I get more news. And guess what? The guy who got the main character for the play also shared my solo now. So now 3 people are doing my solo. At this point I'm mad, but like I said, not confrontational. Plus it's just during practice, I thought. Now I'm going to put an emphasis on I thought, because afterwards I was told both of them would also be singing it on stage. Now I'm pissed off. What are these birds are having a great time. Anyway, I've totally lost my solo, which is now really a group. The only thing I coped with after I lost the other role, I'm sorry, it's not that dramatic. Anyway, and I lost it to the guy who got the bigger role. Now I'm genuinely curious if I'm the Sharpay to the Troy, or if I'm in the right, because I even recognise there are points for both sides. On his side, he might not get a big role like this, so he's taking anything he can. On my side, I haven't got a effing role like that yet, and he's taking a part of mine. Thank you in advance for giving me clarity, even if I'm in the wrong. Okay, so off the bat, I'm feeling not the a-hole. Like, I would totally understand if they were like, you're getting a solo, and then they slowly like take that away from you. That is clearly like gonna be upsetting, because I know if that was me, I'd just start questioning like, am I actually any good? And like I said, all of these people are all kids, and it's like not that deep, and it isn't going to affect your life so much so that you're just never going to be successful ever. Like, you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to have those feelings. It's all totally valid. But this situation, I feel like there's more information that we don't have that we may need. Just because, like, obviously we don't know how talented this person is. I'm sure they're good. And I do feel like adding in extra characters to what was originally a solo is a bit random. But as we don't know the context of this, I feel like it makes more sense that, like, something else is going on. Also, this person posting this post is a boy, and so saying that they like expect supporting roles, I'm kind of just brushing past, because boys always get that. Sorry, not sorry, but you do. But honestly, I think in this situation, it's just not that deep. As all of them, they're just not that deep. You know, you're a kid and you're allowed to be upset, but you're allowed to move on and you're allowed to live a regular life. And this is just a small part of that. So I'm gonna go with not the a-hole. So those are all the Am I the a-hole posts. The reason I'm not swearing is because I don't want to get demonetized, as that's been happening to a couple of people recently. But thank you so much for watching this video. You can like it if you like it. Subscribe down below if you feel like it. Follow me on my social medias. Maybe if you have any more Am I the a-holes, post them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Keep enjoying musicals as much as me, and I will see you in the next one.